a very nice golf course too, but I tell you what, you never see anyone playing it. I think they charge you $180 for 18 holes, $10 a hole to play here, but it is an international standard course. Bouncing back there, guys. You're okay? Hang on. Alrighty, guys, hang on. Go up the hill. Scramble. Pretty little view on the right hand side there. Stop there on the way back. See the wind's picking up a little bit out there too. Yeah, guys, I might get you to stand back just a couple of steps so everyone can get a look-see, and then I'll explain it all, and then I'll run away and you guys can demolish it. Please note the large bin in front of the table, because skins, flash, seeds, anything you don't like, got to go in the bin. If I threw that over my head, you think we'd have a tropical fruit tree growing very soon?
Yeah.
It's germinating now. Every seed that hits the ground will grow here. All right, so we got to put everything there. We're the only company that come up here and do this, so it's going to be blatantly obvious who did it. So you've got to go in that bin. That's very important. Now, holding up that seed, this fruit is what we call vine ripened. All right, have a look at the seed coming out of it. It's germinating, so you know the fruit's ripe, that's for sure. Now, what we'll find is it's been taken off the tree when it's ripe. It's the way we should be eating fruit. Of course, most tropical fruit, if it's ending up outside the tropics, all right, we'll find, of course, that it's probably taken off the plant green and unripe, and that way it's still firm and it won't bruise in transportation. And then when they get it into the southern marketplace, they've got a variety of gas ripening techniques that they use today to ripen the fruit up when they need it. But what we find is in that process it actually loses its flavour and it also loses its nutrient content. So you take these little bananas here, guys, when you eat these you're going to find, compared to your normal Cavendish banana, Lord Cavendish back in England created the hybrid, here's our mainstream banana, these are going to have a lot more flavour, banana flavour to them than the Cavendish bananas. You'll also find that these are a wetter banana too. The Cavendish banana is quite flowery, but there are many species of banana found throughout the tropics, and this little one comes from Malaysia, and we call him a Ducasse or sugar banana. All right, now, if this was a Cavendish banana, you wouldn't touch it because look at the bruises on it, yeah? Well, does that flesh look bruised to you? Look how thin the skin is and look at the size of the seed in there too. So guys, these are beautiful bananas, but you know what banana tastes like? Leave him till last. This one too we're going to leave till last. The name for this fellow? Pineapple. What else we got?
There's another name?
I'm looking here, my word. No Europeans. Where's my Germans?
Ananas.
Where are you hiding? Oh, there you are. I was waiting for the ananas to come over the top. Alrighty. Ananas is actually not the European name, it's the Caribbean name. It was the Spanish that discovered this and took it into Europe. When they asked the locals what they were eating, the reply came ananas, meaning sweet or good tasting fruit. So many Europeans and even parts of Asia call it ananas. The Spanish themselves said it resembled a pine cone and the term piña was given to it, and of course we've taken to pineapple. Now this is the real deal, guys. There's no hole in the middle, there's skin on the outside, it hasn't come out of a can. There are two species of pineapple. It comes from bromeliad, very common tropical plant. One has a rough leaf, the other one has a smooth leaf. Now the rough leaf one, very spiky, is a lot sweeter and it's used to put into cans and tins. Whereas this is the smooth leaf pineapple. Alright, to tell whether a pineapple is ripe, guys, to take a leaf out of the crown, if it pulls out easy, she's ready to eat. You have to tug a bit, leave it for a couple of days. You all know what this tastes like? Well, leave it till last, because if you eat that, you won't taste anything off the front row. It'll dominate your taste buds. So, again, we're going to go the front row first today. This little fellow here, guys, does anyone know of this one? It comes from southern China. It's related to a lychee, and its name is longan. So this is a longan, and with a longan, guys, like a lychee, what you've got is an outside shell. Once you pick off the shell, which you can see it just pinches off pretty easy. All right, there's also a seed in the back, in the middle of it there too. The other name, dragon's eyeball. Doesn't really help if you want to eat it, does it? So that's a sweet one too, lovely one. You can actually skin them or peel them, pop them in the freezer, and then when you're having a glass of wine, or throw them straight into the glass of wine, and it acts like an ice block too, and a little bit of flavour as well. How about these things? Don't these look a little bit strange? Do you know this?
Rambutan?
Rambutan. All right, and rambutan, these come from Malaysia. Hairy fruit of the forest. All right, and orangutan is a hairy man of the forest. All righty, the same with these come from the same family. All right, as a lychee, and again, get the name hairy lychees. To open these guys, you can bite into the skin or fingernail in, 1, 2, 3, and pop the top off, and then just squeeze straight into your mouth. All right, but again, large seed in there. Don't go biting into it. Chew the seed, and then everything got to go in the bin. Alrighty, has anyone seen this little fellow here? Very juicy and succulent. This is the only one you can eat the skin. Now, people of course say, first thing they say is star fruit, which is understandable. But unfortunately I'm going to have to say no. We don't call it a star fruit, we actually call it a carambola. Its other name in Queensland is 5 corner because it's got 5 corners. But when you cut it, it definitely looks like a star. All right, star fruit is actually purple in colour. When you cut through the middle of them, they've got a star inside them. We're going to call it a star apple. But to call it star fruit, I'm not going to argue. This is succulent and juicy and has a lovely flavour to it, although the flavour doesn't last for that long. All right, so our lovely carambola 5 corner or star fruit. This little one here that's germinating, and as it's germinating, it's a little bit overripe. All right, this is known as a mammy sapote. It's the mother of all sapotes, and sapote is a general term meaning soft and or spreadable. Okay, it's a Spanish-Mexican term. We have black sapotes, white sapotes, yellow sapotes, and this is the mother of all sapotes, also known as a poor man's avocado. I could cut an avocado up on the table and tell you it's a green sapote because the flesh is soft and or spreadable. So this is the mother of them all. Personally, I think this tastes like sweet potato. I think this tastes like a vegetable. Whether they might even allow it not to ripen or cut it green and cut it up and boil it up like a vegetable perhaps, quite possible. We're allowing it to ripen and calling it a fruit and eating the flesh as it is.
Yeah, on the inside. What do you eat on that?
On that one, leave the skin. Everything else, white, pinky flesh, leave the skins. Alrighty guys, there's a big mob of you today. What I recommend is pull out your little fruit plate, come on over and go a bit of this, bit of this, bit of this. This. Take a couple of steps back, alright?
Nothing behind, nothing forward. Hang on 2 secs. And or reverse back. So you might just quickly have to jump up out of your seats to get this photo.
Just like this afternoon. It's a beautiful water. No industry, no agriculture, no guardia, a pure water supply. Now while you're here guys, close your eyes for a minute and take a couple of deep breaths and just have a listen. It's pretty loud in here today. This tree on the left as you come past guys with the lightish coloured bark is called the milky pine. On the right hand side guys is the main dry forest weaving plant. So this is the main weaving plant in Kakadu National Park. It's called a pandanus palm. We have 8 species here on the east coast. This is Pandanus aquaticus, or the beach pandanus. If you like guys, you grab the leaf and run your hand down it, you'll feel a defence mechanism on the leaf. There is only one insect that eats this plant, and I'll show you him this afternoon at the beach. He's called a peppermint sticky insect. And I believe they fetch up to $1,000 to collectors too. You wouldn't think insects were valuable, but to collectors they are. A wonderful example of a basket fern and how it creates its own soil by decomposing leaf litter. A little maidenhair fern spores stuck to it, starting to grow.